Guys 13, and today's video is going to be a makeup baggie that I filled in with some goodies that I believe are going to be essential for when you are starting your own makeup starter kit. So before then, like literally my only makeup was mascara that was super heavy and it made my eyes look like spider legs, and I would use a hot pink lip balm. And I'm not saying that's the case for you. Like, we all start off somewhere, so don't feel like shy or anything like that. And I'm pretty sure you've probably watched a couple of other videos, or I'm probably the first video that you came across while looking up like starter kits to help you start off your makeup journey. And I'm here to help, because makeup is just practice makes perfect. That's all it is. So I rambled enough in the intro, so let's actually get on with the video. But before that, make sure to hit that red rectangle down below, make it gray, and hit that post notification bell button right next to it so that we're notified every time I upload. Give this video a huge thumbs up, and remember, I have a lip balm line on Etsy.com. My profile name is the same name as my YouTube channel, Pink Eyes 13. My lip balms are vegetarian and they pass the car melting test. I've had my lip balm there in my car for months and months and months, and it does not melt. So I assure you, you could put this lip balm anywhere and it won't melt on you. And it'd mean the world to me if you shared this video with your friends and family, as well as my lip balm line, so that way we can make the Pink Eyes family grow. And yeah. So now let's get on with the video. So I personally love to start off my makeup with my eyebrows. I personally think that eyebrow pencils that you sharpen are like more best when starting, because you could sharpen it and it has like that like pointy consistency, you know? So that way you make like precise, defined hair stroke lines. And remember, when you're starting off, I know it's very tempting to like make like the very like social media eyebrows, but I would say start off by filling in the spots where you don't have hairs first, and then to like make them more full brow, then go in with like a brow gel, because a brow gel, what it's gonna do is it's like basically a mascara but for your eyebrows, so that way you're bringing back the eyebrows to like life, and then you're making them more like 3D and more noticeable, we could say. So that way, like, brow gel makes your brows more fuller, in other words. And you could use brow gel alone, honestly. So I personally love adding concealer to my eyes, since I'm very pale. Like, my under eyes and like those veins under your eyes are more noticeable for me. Like, people have literally asked me, do you have like green or blue like eyeshadow or like eyeliner that's dripping? And I'm like, no, what are you talking about? And then they're like, oh, because I see like some like spots there. And then I'm like, oh, those are just my veins. So yeah, like, a girl needs a good concealer, and the best concealer like out there, like, this isn't even just like my opinion, it's like almost everyone else's opinion in the makeup world, is that the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. It's like literally like, girl, you could have like not sleep for 3 days, and if you wear this, people won't be able to tell. Like, honestly, I don't recommend you doing that, and I don't recommend you testing that theory out. Just know that's how amazing this is. And honestly, I've just worn this concealer all over my face, and it makes me look like a porcelain doll. Like, it's such an awesome foundation. I endorse this as a foundation. But then I remember that this is more of a makeup starter kit, so, but I really recommend this concealer. But this, for a foundation, I really recommend you starting off with a BB cream. Like, I still to this day still use a BB cream, because BB creams are so beneficial to your skin. Like, look, this specific BB cream in its drugstore, the Maybelline Dream BB Fresh, it's an 8-in-1 beauty balm skin perfector. Like, it literally has SPF inside of it and like a built-in primer, and you don't gotta spend on SPF, you don't gotta spend on primers. Like, this is amazing. Like, okay, so it blurs imperfections, it enhances, it brightens, it adjusts to your skin tone. There's literally only like 3 shades. What other foundation does that? It like magically like says, okay, this is your skin tone, like, boop, it's this color on her skin now. I'm like, what? That's like, no more having to like guess from 40 different shade ranges and like, oh my god, this is too light or this is too dark. And it's smooth and it hydrates and it has SPF 30 and it has 0 oils. I recommend you to start off with a BB cream and to like literally always use a BB cream. So next, I'm going to present to you the Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette, specifically Mercury Retrograde. I suggest this palette because this is a very high quality eyeshadow palette, and I know it's a bit of a splurge, especially if you're starting off your makeup journey. But the thing is that when you buy, I'm not saying this for all drugstore palettes, but the majority of drugstore palettes just don't have the quality in it. Meanwhile, like one of these palettes, like literally they're super duper pigmented, and look at the shade range that you have. Like you have all these colors. Like you literally play with like a colorful eye, or then like a neutral everyday eye, or you could like do like a neutral everyday eye look and then just add like the little pop of color, not going too crazy. It doesn't have to specifically be this palette, but when you're looking for a makeup palette, I would say palettes are like about $20. I'm not saying that like just because a palette is expensive, I mean that quality automatically, but it's like saying that if it's like more than 20, then it's like going more for like the quality palettes. You know what I'm trying to say? You know what I'm trying to say? I really suggest you guys, when getting a palette, for looking for that mix of the browns and then the colors and then the glitters, so that way just in one palette you could do 1,000 different looks. So yeah, I know I'm not the best at word choices, but I think you guys are like understanding what I'm trying to say. Eyeshadow brushes, okay? Literally, I think you only need 2 eyeshadow brushes and you'll survive, girl. You just need a brush that is like this, that's like round and fluffy, and then you're gonna need a brush that is like this, that is flat and like, yeah. So like fluffy, flat. Basically, this is how I see eyeshadow brushes. This brush, the flat one, is for anything eyelid and under, like this, and then you could also do like eyeliner with your eyeshadow with the flat side, and then the fluffy brush is for the crease and upwards, basically for your crease and then for your brow bone highlight. So next, let's just get on to the face palette. I really suggest you guys getting one of these bad boys because this is like literally everything you're gonna need. Like this has your setting powder, this has your blush, this has your highlighter, and these has your bronzers and your contours. Girl, like there's nothing else I could better suggest you than this. And the brushes you are going to use for highlighter are gonna be this. I personally love these brushes, and then this like round but like compact type of brush, not super fluffy. You want a brush that is like firm, compact, like tightly compact and round and like kind of on the bigger side. And like literally I feel like these are the only 2 makeup brushes for your face you're really gonna ever need. I know that Benefit Cosmetics has a cheek leader palette, and like I'm saying, those are the types of palettes you want to go for, because that way in your makeup baggie you don't have to carry like an individual bronzer, an individual contour stick, an individual brush, an individual like setting powder. Like you literally have it all in this. And as you see me, I personally like to apply contour in a 3, or like sometimes if I'm not feeling ashmancy, like just like my forehead to like my cheek as like a C, and then I like to apply my blush on top of it, like blending it in with the contour and the bronzer, so that way it's more like of a sun-kissed glow. And then, but I personally like to put before the bronzer and the blush, I like to like set my face in the spots where I know I'm not gonna apply bronzer or blush, because if you like apply setting powder everywhere, then that's like probably like a bit too much powder, and then that's when you get the cakey effect. So just put the setting powder on the spots you know that you're not gonna apply any sort of powder on top of. like as you see in the video. I don't really go ham on the highlighter because I don't know, I feel like if I do too much highlighter, people are just gonna think that like, oh my god, she looks like aluminum foil, because you know, like those hate comments. After you apply eyeshadow, this is totally optional. Well, I suggest you wear mascara because if not, you're just gonna have like flaky eyeshadow lashes. So after applying your mascara, this is a total optional step. You can apply false lashes. False lashes, I would say, are for more of a glam event unless you have eyelash extensions, which is also another amazing suggestion that I have for you if you find applying false lashes isn't convenient, or you find it hard and you have the extra buck to spend on eyelash extensions, then go for it, but they are expensive, so keep that in mind. But let's say you're one of those girls who like the more simplistic makeup look, then I would say just always keep like a pair of eyelashes, because you never know where you're gonna grow out, you know, girl. And sit down, and honestly, this took me 3 years to master how to put on eyelashes. I literally learned like 2 or 3 months ago how to put on eyelashes, so don't worry, girl. We've all been there where we do not know how to put on eyelashes. And if you decide to add lashes to your kit, or like play around with eyelashes once in a while, you know, to snazz up your look, I recommend you trying out the Duo, the clear glue. This is how the bottle looks like. Do not go for this bottle, the Duo black bottle, because if you go for this bottle, you are going to mess up your eyeshadow look. I'm just gonna be straight up honest. Unless you do a wing liner and then you decide to top it off with false lashes, then I'll say, okay, what the heck, go for it. But the thing is that this, let's say you're doing your eyelashes, you know, because when you're doing your eyelashes, you're gonna like reapply it, you're gonna adjust, like it's not gonna be like one pop on and it's gonna be, oh yeah, there, perfect. No, you're gonna rearrange it a little bit before the glue starts to dry up, and it's gonna leave marks. It's gonna leave the marks to everywhere you reapplied your eyelash, like located to make it like to the perfect spot. So yeah, you're just gonna have like a lot of like black dots all over your eyes, and yeah, no. That's why I suggest using the clear one, because it dries clear and like you could literally like relocate it a million times and you're not gonna see the relocation marks. And to wrap this video up, you're gonna need makeup wipes, girl, in your kit. And these are just my Ulta Beauty On The Go Cleansing Makeup Remover. It has vitamin E and pro vitamin B5. So yeah, we made it to the end of this makeup kit. I hope that you learned a tip or two on how to apply the makeup and what I consider essentials to be able to create, like I said, from the most simplest look to a semi-glam look. And like I showed you with the lashes, and like you saw the glitters in that palette, you saw the glitters, you could literally create like a Kylie Jenner look. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and it means the world to me that you've made it this far. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon, my mermaynicorns. God bless you, take care, bye.